Oh, that's recording. Okay, we gotta. Not an intro.
Not the intro. Not the intro.
Happy Wednesday. Hump Day is upon us. Another fantastic episode of hell from Doughy Noe.
And Pex. Well, we're here today on this Wednesday. We're talking about hobbies, and I can't play golf. That's what it's about. Me not being able to play golf and things that tantalize Doughy Noe's and mine's brain while we're sitting at home for the next month because we have a whole nother month of this, a whole nother month of quarantine.
Minimum.
I think theirs is until June 1st now. The Netherlands, that area. So
pretty sure that they also pay like automatic 75% of every person's salary too. So we're quite we're kind of comparing America apples to gold or riches.
Yeah, apples to gold, literally. I was looking at something that the whole $1,200 comes from like the national minimum wage, 40 hours a week for a month. So that's a thing.
Hey baby,
yeah.
I guess again until I see some Benjamins fall into my lovely bank account, I really don't know anything yet. Just know that I'm not making money and essentially spending it. So
yep, that's exactly what I'm doing as well. So we still have that Facebook contest going. You know, we took a little bit longer to get the Facebook going because both of us are technology impaired.
Not true. Just Doughy Noe is not tech savvy.
Have your back. This is a we here.
Thank you.
Black on the inside is a we.
Yeah, we both suck.
Yeah. So we still have that going. Like here at the end of the month, we'll pick a lucky winner that can go golfing with us. And if you're out of state in the Chicago region or anywhere around there, or just not in Kansas City, we'll play some Call of Duty with you. How about that?
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. That's a good point. I didn't think about that. So we're gonna dive right into hobbies. And we are not hobbies. Drinking shouldn't be a hobby.
It's not a hobby.
Shouldn't be a hobby.
You can't. No. There's no. It's
dangerous.
Pastime, not a hobby. It's also dangerous.
Yes.
So you cannot count drinking as a hobby. You cannot say you're a professional drinker because there's not a profession for that either.
Well, there was that one show where they did drink beer as a hobby, and actually they did it competitively. But the boot usually got to them. They ended up winning. If you haven't seen it, Beer Fest, it's something that you could fall asleep to. All right, and Netflix, not a hobby.
It's not a hobby. Great way to pass the time. Not a hobby. So we're still going to help you out with this one. We're going to give you our top 3 Netflix shows with a couple notable mentions. What are yours?
Oh, definitely Office. Office is gold. It takes the cake. It's definitely by far my favorite binge TV show on Netflix. I think, if you haven't seen it, it is a little dry, and I personally don't even like a dry comedy, but it is great banter. Great banter. Love Jim and Dwight. Those are definitely they do very well, but they all really mesh. Steve Carell's he's a hilarious man. Trailer Park Boys was definitely my youth college days, but I wasted a lot of time and missed a lot of classes simply sitting in the living room watching Trailer Park Boys. So, and then third, Breaking Bad. Hit that one up a few times. Kept me. It was
banger.
Banger. That one's a classic. It's really, really good. So, definitely my top 3. If you haven't seen The Office, please, they're gonna take it off soon.
They're taking it off. Speaking of taking them off, rip to Friends. If you haven't already, go buy the DVDs and Blu-rays of them because you can't watch Friends on Netflix anymore. So there's my PSA for the day. Just go buy them. It's a banger. You can binge watch it, not on Netflix. So my top 3, we'll start with Ozark. It's a banger. It's tantalizing. It really gets my adrenaline going, just like everything going on. The girl who plays Ruby should get an Oscar because she's the realest. But it might be a great show. But Missouri is not that hillbilly. They made Missouri out to be very hillbilly. I was watching season 3, episode 1, and I'm like, wow, they're really naming real places: I-70, Overland Park, Johnson, all these things. I'm like, oh yeah, that's real. But we're not that big of hillbillies.
I haven't seen it, so I just saw that this was coming up, and this is hilarious. That's so funny. And now I have to watch it just so I can understand what you're talking about. But that is so funny.
It makes you think. Up next, we're going with Good Girls. This is actually an NBC show, which you can watch on Netflix. Also a banger. It's about 3 ladies who just get in way too deep. Actually, both of these are about laundering money. I just realized that 2 of my favorite shows are about laundering money. What's it say about me? And last, we're going with Sherlock, the Benedict Cumberbatch version from the BBC. They're mini-series. There's like 3 episodes in each one, but each like movie length. Super good. It's Sherlock. You can't go wrong with that. And we got a couple notable mentions. Noah, what's yours?
Weeds was really good. I liked it. It was a good one. It's pretty old. It's been out for 10 plus years maybe.
I watched it.
It's been out for a while. Yeah, it's been out for a while. You was really good. That dude. Yeah, that dude's he's weird. He's a weirdo. He's a weirdo for sure. But really great show, dude. Captivating.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I like how most of them involve drugs and money laundering.
Well, if I were to pick a career and where I'm at, probably would be a drug runner or a gun runner.
Oh, I would love to be a gun runner. That'd be crazy. I feel like there was a Jonah Hill movie about that a while ago. That just made me want to be a gun runner.
It's really not like, doing that bad,
No. We're not like selling it. We're just running it,
Right.
So those are some things to get your Netflix going if you need to. I know a lot of people like those lists. They're like, hey, ask me about the list. Well, there's the Life on the Inside Netflix list.
Yeah, that's what we're
the comments that way, not the comments, but the show description. That way you can just pull it up when you come back to look. You don't have to listen for us. We'll just keep it in the show notes. So next, Noah, we went golfing yesterday.
We did. We practiced some social distancing.
We did. We each had our own cart. We kept 6 feet away. Noah wants to talk about etiquette. Just ahead of time, I was definitely late. I know last episode I said be on time. We made a reservation. I was not on time for my reservation. I thought I could go to the bank. I was late. So I'm sorry, folks, for being a hypocrite. But do what I say, not what I do.
Yep. So, yeah, I do have a quick tip on some golf etiquette. Golf it requires a wee bit of etiquette. And this is not directed at Caleb by any means. There are some that might help him out in the future. Be punctual. And I thought he made one at 110. It's 121. I was calm, like, what's up? He's like, made for 120. I'm like, okay, not too bad. He showed up a few minutes later. Not the end of the world. So really, that's where be punctual. You make a tee time, really need to be there. Of course, you got to loosen up the hips, of course, because golf is all in the hips. So you got to loosen up the hips. So 5-10 minutes or at least swing around, putt on the green, see how they're rolling. Dress accordingly. My boy had a collared shirt on. It just happened to be floral print and fuzzy and outlined with some pink shorts, his favorite Jordans, and some Toon Squad socks. Swaggy McSwag.
I thought it was very golf appropriate.
I've seen worse, definitely. Like 100% seen worse out there. I mean, collared shirt. I think it might have been the Toon Squad socks, high Jordans, and then it was a button-up floral.
Yeah, floral.
So comfortable. I could see how it felt because we kept our social distance. But it did look soft, and then the pink shorts, salmon color maybe.
They're pretty pink. They were hot pink. I'm I'm just
Pulled it
saying.
off.
I was rolling on the golf course in some Space Jam 11s with my Toon Squad because I'm feeling, I'm like, hey, I'm about to release my inner Michael Jordan. What if I get kidnapped for the pickup game in Toonland? Sadly, I did not get drafted for the pickup game.
Dude, how cool that! I remember being a kid just hoping that would happen.
Oh, all the time. I used to dig holes just to try to find Toonland.
Space Jam made me want to be Michael Jordan. And I hope that's normal. I made my mom shave my head as soon as I saw it.
Like so many school reports on Michael Jordan because of Space Jam. I did.
I remember, he just shooting little kid. And then that song comes on. Oh, yeah. The lyric, just the soundtrack. Soundtrack to that.
Banger. Listen to the whole thing, beginning to end. So good. Also, as an adult, I realized Michael Jordan only had like 6 lines in that entire movie. The rest of it was just him being a boss.
I was so entertained by these little monsters and aliens. Right? That's funny. Now you say that. That sounds about right. So yeah, pace of play. Sorry, moving back. We got a little carried away. Michael J is the man. He changed my life for sure. Pace of play, people. Pace of play. And this is, again, not on directed quarterly at anybody, but pace of play. And I think I felt rushed. And it might have been because my other half was very opposed to me getting out and social distancing as I did. Very opposed. So I got there. I was like, I'm a little worked up. We have people right behind us. Anyways, we shouldn't really run out of breath during the first hole.
We were hustling. We were running.
I
needed an inhaler.
So pace of play. Make sure it's, if you're not moving ahead, make sure that, pace of play is so big. It does so much for your play in general. And then definitely, last but not least, you're out there to have fun. Don't care if you hit it straight, hitting it right, left, down, got to have fun.
We had one goal yesterday. That was use the same ball. That didn't happen. We still had fun though.
We came up.
Yeah,
we did. The course taketh, the course giveth, and it taketh. It does. And we lost 1 and found 2. Lost 2, found 3.
We did.
I think we
came out on top with the balls. So I don't feel as bad, but definitely have fun. I haven't played golf since college. I didn't play well then either, but I had a good time. I was probably plus 27,000, but it was a good time. I liked it a lot. See, the golf can be a hobby. Golf is a hobby.
Golf is definitely a hobby.
But with hobbies, the idea is to stimulate your brain. You want to do something with your brain, so it's not just gray matter sitting in your dome piece. You want to stimulate your brain a little bit. So it should be something you enjoy. You're not trying to make money at it. You're not trying to be the best. It's just something that you find pleasurable. Obviously you'll get better at it, whether that's like a skill, a hobby. But I like to start off with some board games. There's a few board games I really like. You can find some of these at Targets, most of these at Target. My favorite game of all time, Ticket to Ride. It's a banger. It's super easy to play. You have colored cards. You're trying to make train routes throughout the United States. They have it at Target right now. I think it's like $40. Go get it. It's super good. If you want, there's a video online from Will Wheaton. Do you know who Will Wheaton is?
I have no idea who that is.
All right, fair. He's a famous dude. He was in Star Trek. He does a whole lot of things with the nerd community. He's super cool.
Nice.
So he's got a video online of how
never
to play
seen Star Trek.
Yeah, you never seen Star Trek? It's okay, neither.
Or Star Wars.
Yeah, you're going to hell for that one. By the way, one of my favorite movies of all time is Star Wars, folks. But yeah, you can. It's called a Tabletop. It's not around anymore, but they've got a whole list of just really good board games that they play with the family. Then my second one is Suro, which you can also find a video for online. Basically, you're a dragon navigating the skies, trying not to hit into other dragons or fall off the board. super easy, easy to pick up, a couple minutes to learn, fun with the family, fun with two people. So that's kind of mine. If you want to get real crazy, you can like video it online. I don't know, but both of these games are good for two people.
Very nice. Yeah, I gotta get into the board game world, dude, because it's huge. There's so many. I know that'd be great. I don't know why it is that I'm just not really like, I'm not a moviegoer, and I don't know if I have the attention span to sit down and I don't know. I'm getting a little happy feet maybe, but if I do sit down,
you're doing something. You're doing something, and I mean, I think even you can play a board game all the way through if it's the right one, like Monopoly. No one likes Monopoly. Don't play Monopoly. It's a terrible game. But if you find something you genuinely enjoy, like I'm going to sit down. I'm about to, after this, play Ticket to Ride with Tina. So those are my favorites. Those two, super good. I've got one. Kickstarter is a great place to find them. If you want more elaborate board games, I've got an Assassin's Creed board game coming in like November, December, depending on everything that happens. Super excited for that because I love Assassin's Creed. Love the video game. I love board games. I'm going to paint them all too. There's like 200 miniatures to paint.
Nice. Yeah, my boy is an avid painter. This guy's dynamic. You don't even know. You don't know Pex like I know Pex yet. If I'm sitting around circle with some friends, we really like What Do You Mean? Which you see a picture. It's like the Apples, Cards Against Humanity. But you get a picture, it goes around the circle, and you lay down the best card that is fitting to it. Super fun, funny. And then I guess I don't do it a lot. If we do, Cards Against Humanity is up there. But playing with my love, she gets a little twisted and pretty vulgar, and I'm caught off guard sometimes. I'm just like, dude, what's going on in that headspace that you're able to like, that's what we're throwing down.
Dude, Cards Against Humanity, you find the worst in people.
You do.
The absolute worst.
You do.
It's awesome. I love it.
It is, yeah, so those, if I do, yeah, I'm sorry I don't have much to add. I think the Suro, is it Suro? It's Tusaro.
It's Suro, like the T is silent.
No, it's Tusaro, right?
It's Suro.
It's knife, and this is Tusaro, okay?
Yeah, just like that.
Perfect. All right. So yeah, but that looks dope. But yeah, those are my two if I'm sitting around. Any kind of gameage.
I like it a lot. And we those are kind of like the family. By myself, I used to do this a lot more than I do now. I like to make music. I've got the FL Studio. I used to be a producer, and every once in a while I still like to make mashups. Tina hates them. I don't know why she hates it when I make mashups. She's like, this is disgusting. Why do you ruin a song with another song? It's like, it's the one song. It's funny. So I like to make a good mashup every once in a while. I used to play drums. Again, a lot of these I used to. Moral of the story is, get back into your hobbies. and I like to paint miniatures. It's fun. I don't play the games. They're like war gaming miniatures. I don't play the game. I just like to paint the miniatures because they're cool. I like to paint. I've got some birds. I got some army dudes. It's fun. So those are a few things. I picked up painting like 2 years ago. I watched a lot of YouTube videos. A lot, because I don't know. I just thought it was cool. Like I don't know. I watch Miniac. He's a dude from Minnesota. He's super good. He's a good storyteller. Makes good videos. You can learn how to do a lot of things by watching YouTube nowadays. It's kind of awesome. It's kind of like back when we were kids, we had dial-up internet. We had to go to the library to learn how to do anything, or our parents had to teach us, or you had to get classes. Now you can do anything on YouTube. Watching too much YouTube is not a hobby. It's not a hobby.
Very true. If we're talking about things I'm into on my everyday hobbies, I'm a big gym goer. I do enjoy, sadly, that's probably the hardest part of this quarantine is I don't have what it takes to work out in my home. I just don't have the equipment really. I mean, I know I do some push-ups. That shit gets old. It's a little monotonous. So for 2 months, wish me luck. I need some dumbbells up in this piece. Love to golf. I did. Yesterday, she was sitting, we were playing. She was, I was doing the And she falls backwards. But I was like, wow, this is nice. I got some concentration curls in there. And I was like, I was making her fight me. She was wanting to go down. I was coming up. And then she started getting mad that I was using some resistance training with her. And I was like, we can't have the best of both worlds. I put her down. But you're right.
You put your daughter down? It was a joke.
I set her down.
Oh, okay.
I set her down. Other hobbies, love to fish. Man, seeing that, feeling that on that pole, it just sends a little strike through your heart. Love to fish. Yeah, we should.
I'm a much better fisher than golfer.
Sweet. Yeah, we should definitely go fishing because that's even safer. And
it is way safer.
And if you know any good spots around here, because I usually just go to the same spots. I don't have any spots. No spots. I go to these little bullshit ponds or lakes that are man-made, and what I really like is get in a kayak, do some backdoors fishing, and boy, get them in those spots. I'll be hopping over lily pads, punching bullfrogs in the fucking nose, getting to their homes. You know what I'm saying?
I know a guy that knows some spots. I'll give him a hotline bling, if you will. Also, banger.
Speaking of bangers, speaking of hotline bling, I still want you to know that using his music mashup abilities, he will be dropping a beat for yours truly to provide. We are making our debut with the whole Rap Game 9 name and all, my friends. So, just be ready. Be ready.
He's about this. I'm going to have to actually make him a beat now. It's going to happen.
I already know what beat I want you to rock with. It's going to be a throwback. It's going to be, we're going to slow it down just a little bit. Yeah, yep. There it is. There's a little tidbit for you.
Fair enough. Well, short and sweet episode today, folks. Now, just trying to let you know what you can do during these quarantine times. Have an extra week. We got another month before we're done with this. But as always, thank you so much for listening. Check us out. Google Podcasts, Apple Music, Spotify, Stitcher, lifeinsidecast@gmail.com. Get on that Facebook. We're going to share this episode when it's live. Go ahead and share it with your friends. Let everyone know what's going on. That way you can get part of the contest. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff.
Yes, absolutely. Happy hump day, guys. Push through the week. Just be great. We appreciate you. And we signing out.
Out.